Stupid Radio, your baby mama's favorite teddy bear, CROOKBROOK in the building. And, listen up, man. I can't believe we finally made it, man. Season 2 finale, bro. And I'm here with with a unique artist from the Pep. You know what? I'm gonna let this man introduce himself.
Yeah. Kidday effects, Culpeper, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. I'm out here with stupid music.
Yeah, Stupid Radio. The show, man.
Yeah.
I about to say, man. I feel like I should do like a little backtracking a little bit here, because this is kind of the first time you and I actually physically met and shit and whatnot, right? Because we've been following each other for a minute on social media, on Twitter. So for those that watched the first season of Stupid Radio last year, with the exception of 3 episodes, everybody we had mainly on the show came from the Pep, whether it was OZ, AGH, Javi, Cashmere Cam, and Country Black, and Avery. Now I don't remember what episode it was in particular, but I know WRLD, he would ask all these artists from the Pep to name their top 5 artists. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess you felt some kind of way that you wasn't even in somebody's top 5 or not even mentioned. Right? Okay, so what was going through your mind during that?
Alright, so so that was a point in time where I was trying to make sure my name was getting around and stuff like that, right? And I wanted to make sure I was at least stamped, what I'm saying, for talent. Because I put a lot of work into my craft, and everybody got they own. Everybody proud of everything they do. Yeah. So I understand I can't be in everybody's top 5, or you can't be acknowledged for certain things. I understand everybody got their strong points and their weak points. Yeah. But he was talking about versatility, and that was one of my biggest things when it came down to versatility. I was trying to make sure I'm versatile. You know what I'm saying? I could dabble almost in everywhere, and then. Yeah, I kind of felt some type of way because when he was naming the most versatile people in Culpeper, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the top 5. I was like, yo, there's no way I'm out here making all these different things that nobody even messing with. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody even thinking of stuff like that yet. And I was like, yeah, I'm not even in the top 5. I'm like, yo, there's no way. Right. But, I got past it. I had to, accept it. Like I said, I can't be in everybody's top 5. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not in one person, I'm the next person. So, yeah, I just let it slide by. But yeah, I felt some type of way at first. So I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, man, what?
Yeah, then it had me okay, who the hell? I was like, who the hell's Kidday? I'm like, okay. I forgot I was following you on Twitter and shit. Search you up and shit. I was like, okay, you're not really a bad artist. You definitely, in my opinion, I think you're definitely dope, man. For real. So, especially with that song you just put out, Vulnerable.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely fucking with you, man. Cause you have a little, I guess you're a pop rap artist, or how do you define your style?
That's a good question. I'm still trying to figure out how to define my style because there's so many subgenres in rap now, and I don't even know where to place me. Just because, like I said, I do so much different style of music. Yeah. If you just want to talk about the lyrical, conscious stuff, I got a little bit of that. Then if you want to talk about that punk rap type rock style, I got that in there. I got just regular rap. I make a lot of pop stuff, pop sounds, R&B, dancehall. You know what I'm saying? I mix in with so much different stuff, so I don't even know where to group me specifically. But the pop punk rap type thing is kind of I guess that's where I'm most present.
Okay. All right. Most present. Give me a sec here. All right. I need a little promo here. Nah, you good. Nah, you good. Yeah. All right. But let's see. Let's see. Before we started the show, I kind of asked I guess tell me more about yourself, man. What made you decide to pursue music?
Wow, that's actually a lot. I grew up, I can't even say, I wasn't even surrounded by music. I'm from Brooklyn, so there was a lot of
Oh, shit, Brooklyn?
Yeah. I was born.
Shit. Dude, I love Brooklyn.
Love it out there too. But yeah, I was born out there, and I wasn't really. I mean, there was a lot around me, like so. You know what I'm saying? But back then, it would just if it was like me and my brother and everybody else, we used to just play around with the whole freestyle and stuff like that. But I used to do like a lot of poetry, like low key, like you know, like a lot of poetry. And then I moved to Virginia, and I was still on the whole poetry thing, just write a couple things like here and there. And I think I met a dude, Glory Ty. He sometimes be in some of my songs. He actually out in Detroit now. Okay.
He was the homie.
He was we was freestyling one day, and I don't know what I said, but it impressed him, and he told me, he was like, hey, I should try picking up a mic one day, because he was doing this little singing thing, taking like vocal lessons and stuff. I'm not sure what like exactly was going on, but he was like trying to like step into the whole music lane, and he was like, hey, you should do it too. And then eventually we went out, bought equipment and stuff like that, and we set up like a little thing in his basement, and we just started like recording music from there, and it's like, yeah.
Okay.
So it picked up.
Damn, dude, that's what's up, man. I'm about to say we all got our little, humblings, if you will. We all got to start off somewhere, man.
Yeah.
So like, I'm trying to figure like, I figured out. Also said one more thing, right? What everybody was telling me about you. So, I guess they call you like the Fresh Prince of the Pep or some shit like
Fresh Prince. I've never heard that. Never heard that.
I'm about to say you must make some kind of enemies out of the Pep or some shit with your music or something though.
For real?
Who knows? I don't know.
Fresh Prince. What? Who said that? Who said that? I've never heard that name yet.
Basically, I guess everybody believes you come from money and shit, money family or some shit like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I
come from a money family. I had a super humble beginning.
Right.
And I know a lot of people I can't say. I know a lot of people do think that I come from like a silver, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a silver spoon. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like spoon fed. Like, I come from, let's see. Like I said, Brooklyn, right?
Right.
Brownsville, Brooklyn, right? A little basement. You already know how, if you know Brooklyn, you know how it is. It's like a little basement, roommates, blah, blah, blah. It was actually small in there. Like, I think the roof size, like the ceiling sizing was like not even like 6 foot. So like, I remember my dad walking around in there. He almost had to like duck his head just to come through a doorway. You know what I mean? Like, like I think it was like a 1-bedroom. I was actually sleeping on the floor, like in the living room. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was actually hard. And then when stuff went bad there, we moved back in with my grandma out there. We moved to Crown Heights. It wasn't even no better because it was my aunt, uncle, everybody all living in one spot. It was only 2 bedrooms, so everybody was like bunched up in the living room, couches. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was actually kind of like the struggle was real out there. Like, I don't know why people would think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from. I guess they just don't know my background like that.
Who knows?
But
at the end of the day, I feel like it shouldn't really matter, man. If you come out with some poppin' music or some shit that just grabs everybody's attention, man, then fuck it.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah, you're right about that.
I'm gonna say, because I kind of sense like you have like some kind of like a chip on your shoulder, right? Like like you're comfortable being the underdog or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's kind of, I had to accept that too. Like, I always wanted to be the top of everything. As like always acknowledge, like, hey, at least everybody know I'm the best. It's nobody gonna be doing better than that. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn how to humble myself, because I used to be like super cocky. Like, okay, well, I don't care how good everybody doing as long as they know I'm better. Yeah. And I had to just accept, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Yeah. So yeah, I had to just kind of sit back and like accept the fact. All right, you know what? As long as I'm doing me, somebody's looking. So you know what I'm saying? Somebody's looking, somebody acknowledging, and that, and I just gotta accept that. Okay. So.
All right. So you mentioned your brothers, picking up playing, you said rapping and just poetry and shit, right?
Yeah.
So was he like kind of the main reason you kind of like started to take more interest in the shit?
Not really, cause my family was super strict. They kind of pushed school a lot, because like I said,
educating from.
Yeah, so I mean, as you like I just explained where we was coming from. So I'm actually like one of the first American born in the family, and college wasn't really like, my family couldn't go to, you need like a citizenship. Blah, blah. Okay, look. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So so basically, my older brother was the first American born in the family. I'm like the second, and everybody was like saying school, college, success. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how everybody was pushing it. So when I even brought up the idea of music to my dad, he was just like, all right, well, how does that play in with school? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like he was always saying that. Like when I went out and bought my own equipment, he's like, all right, well, how is this going to benefit you? Gotcha. And I'm just like, you know. Gotcha. So, I mean.
I'm about to say, man, my mom, you know, my family, they were the same way when I finally told them in a way I was kind of going to want to pursue music and whatnot. Because, you know, being, you know, a big dude, you know, they always thought football would be like, you know. Yeah. So I had a chance, but I had the grades. I had the grades when I fucked up in college to transfer. But music was like kind of like, it was my niche, like, it's like playing W for me. Mm-hmm. Like the way my folks had me, you know, raised me and my sister. I have a little sister, so it was like, you know, you always start with playing X, Y, and Z. You never start off with plans A, B, and C. Like, yeah, you should never make it to plans A, B, and C. You know, that should be like what be like it's like the desperate plans, like robbing a bank or kidnapping somebody's, you know, daughter or son, or some shit like that. You should never see plans A, B, and C.
Take somebody for ransom or something like that.
Exactly,
you
man.
Gotta come up quick.
It's definitely a fucking grind and shit, man. So, you know, leading to my next question, like, I think, who do you kind of like admire? Who you admire the most in, you know, music? Cause, you know, I see the hair and the twisting and shit, so I see like little Uzi Vert or Juice WRLD or some shit. Yeah, okay, so
I seen that coming too. A lot of people have been saying like, oh look, you look like Uzi because of the whole purple thing. But yeah. I mean, admiring. I mean, are we talking like OG? Like, are we talking like past, present?
In general, man.
Like, okay, so I grew up on Jay-Z. Yeah, so I mean, he influenced
it's only fitting because you're Brooklyn, so
yeah. Yeah, a lot of Jay-Z. I was like a huge Jay-Z fan like back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying. So that he used to influence like me a lot when I first started making music, and then that's when I was like introduced more to like the Childish Gambino and the early Logic and the Hops and, you know, Funk Volume days, stuff like that. And then I was listening to like a lot of that, and I mean, I still got love for everybody else still making music. And then after a while, I got introduced to, I think it was my senior year in high school, and I finally got put onto Uzi in 2016. That's when I started listening to him. He was dope, but I used to be hard-headed, so I didn't want to listen to like certain people. You know what I'm saying? When I used to listen to lyrical stuff, he's like, man, turn this trash off. You know, they not saying no type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no bars in their music, stuff like that. But then after I learned to open my mind up a little bit, I was like, okay, it's starting to fuck with the vibe a little more. Then, yeah, so there was Uzi, then I love Juice WRLD. I don't know who else I listen to. Who else are some people I listen to?
Just Juice WRLD.
Yeah, Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD and Uzi. I guess so. Hey, Boogie.
I feel with Boogie too. I like Boogie.
Yeah.
You know, he grew on me.
Yeah, I can't forget X. I'm a huge X fan.
Okay, yeah.
R.I.P. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. Yeah, that hit me big.
Oh shit, mate! Didn't this album just come out?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm actually fucking with it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm on the Fat Joe shit. I've been blessing Fat Joe for the last 24 hours. So.
Yeah. I heard he just dropped some new shit too. I'm waiting. The Game about to come up with something too.
Oh yeah, Born to Rap. I saw that shit.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that too.
I'm gonna be pissed if it's gonna be his last album.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's gonna be his last. He's not gonna retire. Everybody said they're gonna retire and then they come back.
I'm gonna say, no. I think he might actually retire. I can't see him pulling a Hove. Then who knows, man?
Who knows?
I mean, he carried the West for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, he
carried the West for so long for Nipsey and everybody else blew up. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows what he's gonna do with that?
Who knows? I just saw that shit with the printing women. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga for real. I even called his fucking producer like, what the fuck he thinking about, yo? Why pregnant women, dog? Shit, he could have flew me out there. I could have saved him some troubles, dog. I'm ready. Shit.
Word.
But I'm about to say, I was ready. Oh, train of thought. But oh my god, so I know recently everybody's been doing like this Twitter, I guess like decade, like the start of 09 to 2019. So what was the first? So what was the stuff? So talk to me. Explain like your first record you did when you first started music until your latest single.
Are we talking like for Spotify? Or are we talking about like in general? Just
in general, because what was like? Are you proud of your progression so far?
I came a long way.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been telling me that too. I came a long way because, like I said, I had one style. I ain't gonna lie. My first record, it was trash. I don't know who let me. You know what I'm saying? Who really let me believe that was probably like I was gonna be the great. You know what I'm saying? Like putting out stuff like that. But yeah. And then I progressed. And then I dropped the My Playground mixtape, Child's Play series.
Okay. Yeah.
That was me just trying to show my versatility that I could like dabble in like a bunch of different styles. And I mean, now I'm looking like every time I listen back on it, I'm like, okay, there's a few songs that I don't know who let me put that on the tape. And then there's a few songs I'm like, wow, I was really ahead of my time. Like you could see where I was coming up with the stuff I got now.
Yeah.
And yeah, the stuff I have now, I think I learned to like put more emotion in stuff because I learned. I mean, at first when people wasn't listening to me as much, everybody always told me it was like, you know what I'm saying, you need to put more content, like have more heartfelt stuff. And because I mean everything's cool when you have bars and stuff like that in your music. I mean that's cool to have fun and stuff like that. But like when people don't feel you, they not gonna keep listening. Like, you know what I'm saying, like they keep listening when they can relate, so they can go to you when they want to feel, you know what I'm saying, have that feeling again. So I felt like my music back then lacked feeling, and I feel like that's what I'm making up for now. Like everything I put out, I make sure you can, every time you listen to it, you can feel every emotion, every word, every vibe, every like note, everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like I came a long way as far as, you know, evolving with my sound.
Okay. And what's like what's the future hold for Kidday?
Future hold. I'm just gonna keep putting out music. Let's see how far it's gonna take me. And, you know, grow my following up, because I could like, as far as I'm seeing it. I remember when I had like 100 followers and I thought I was a shit.
Fuck yeah,
yeah. I thought I had 100 followers and I thought I was a shit. I was getting like 100 plays and I thought I was a shit. I was doing something, but now I'm upgrading. I'm getting like thousands doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually like noticing the following like really fucking with me more and more. It's growing more and more. So I'm just, let's see how far it goes. You know, like I don't.
Okay.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
You know what? I don't know if you actually had an opportunity to listen to, because I also do a podcast as well, What's the Niche? And I remember over the summer, I was asking for people's help, you know, send me like, you know, music links I could play on the show and shit. And I ended up playing the link you sent me for one of your joints.
Which one was that?
Damn, I can't remember the name. But I think he had some Spanish guy or somebody on the hook or some shit.
Yeah, oh Nana. Yeah, that was a lit summer. That was a lit summer.
Yeah.
I actually had just came back from my dad's country, St. Vincent.
Okay.
And when I was down there, everybody was telling me, they was like, man, you doing all this rapping, you making all this music, but you're not making nothing for us. Because like down there, all they listen to is dancehall, reggae, and calypso. Okay. So that makes sense. Yeah. So I mean, there's a couple people out there that listen to rap, but they was telling me, it was like, man, how you know what I'm saying, you rep the heritage, but you're not making no music for us. I was like, all right, so when I come down there, I got to make some island vibes and stuff like that. I came back. That like 2 days later, I went to Detroit and linked up with Ty. I was like, look, we got to make something. And then we got the beat, everything. We just knew, like, we was like, all right, we got to make something. And when we made it, we was just like, all right, it's going to get big.
I'm about to say, because, when I played that shit on the podcast, I was like, oh, shit, I was, I can't. Jiggle had a vibe. I was trying to do whatever, man, whatever I could do with my one leg, I'm just vibing. Like, I love records to have, just a good vibe, because sometimes you get tired of hearing this, the same shit, sex and drugs and shit. Like,
it gets old.
It gets old real quick, man. Like, I don't want to hear somebody. I had one friend that was like, man, I shit you not, every other song was the fucking same. Like, he always started off, I had the girl butt naked on all floors. I got a dark side homie, Star Wars, Papa Zanny in your ass or some shit like that. So I'm like, The fuck wrong with you, man? You take singing.
I mean, like, yeah, a lot of people like that too. You can talk about stuff just because everybody else talk about it.
Crowd,
really, yeah, I'm like, man, I could name like 10 of the songs with the exact line of bars just coming in. I'm like, man, it's like every other thing you click on nowadays. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate artists like yourself for just, it's not afraid to take, that kind of risk, Especially, you're saying you're still searching for your sound, but truthfully, I think you may have found it already, honestly.
Real?
I think so. Listen, man, that shit was a vibe, man. Because if I do like a complication mixtape of artists I played for the mixtape, like, I'll definitely put in that bitch. Like, that's how bad I love that song, though. For real, man.
A lot of people was fucking with it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A lot of people still fucking with it.
Definitely. So tell me more about the single you put out on Spotify back in November, Vulnerable. So what's that song, for those, what's the story behind it?
All right, so if you don't listen to me already, y'all should know that probably heartbreaks is probably like my biggest topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk about that a lot just because when you searching for like emotions, and you have to be me to know me. But like, as far as my history goes, I'm not gonna say I was the most sensitive person like back in the day, but I was probably like a real sensitive person back in the day. And I mean, my heart was just out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ever did something, I always wanted to do like as much as I can. Like, if I'm drinking to get fucked up. If I'm smoking to get high. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm trying to give somebody like my feelings, I'm putting my all into it. And that was like something that screwed me over like time and time again, because it would be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to care for somebody, and then I care too much, and at the end of the day, it's just heartbreak. So, it was just something I could talk about a lot. And then after a while, it just became, those like ended up being like my best songs. Like, once I start talking about like, something like that really happened to me, like as far as heartbreak goes, it just was the best. And it happened again right here with Vulnerable. I had got out of like a 5, almost 6 year relationship, and it was like, I was like lost. I was like super lost, and then I didn't even know like what I was doing after a little bit. I was just lost, and then that's kind of how Vulnerable came about. It was same thing. Like, I'm vulnerable. You just open anything, like, because I could say like when I was in that relationship, after a while, I didn't deal with a lot of problems. It was I want to say like it just made me like just kind of tough everything out. So I wasn't a victim of like my feelings, emotions, stuff like that. Like, I wasn't none of that. It was just kind of like everything was like blocked out. And then when everything ended, I was just right in the center of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I mean, if you listen to the song, you can hear the thought process that was going through my head. Like, everything I never usually think about, it would just hit me like all at once. And then that's kind of how I put Vulnerable together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, but after a while, it was kind of like it was like the process of me saying I'm lost and finding myself at the same time. And I was just like, fuck love, fuck the bullshit, fuck everything. I'm doing me now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already said fuck my exes. It goes to fuck my exes. Do as you please. If that's what you need. Go ahead, pass the message. I'm gonna get me this green. Cop me a beam. I cop me a couple Lexus. That's what I need so I could be free to pay for the consequence. You know what I'm saying? It was just, that's just like literally how I started the song off. Got right to the point. And then, the rest of it just took over.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Because it's definitely like a little, melodic and shit. That's why I definitely fuck with that, man.
All emotion.
But I say, I'm like, this nigga done might probably pull a damn OT Genesis or some shit. I'm about to say, yo, by the way, like, did you see that fucking video he fucking did?
Nah, what video?
Oh, this nigga pulled a Keisha Cole singing his ass off called Cub.
What? Singing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, he was singing his heart up, man. Yo, he was singing his heart, man. Like, I gotta show that shit after we fucking film this shit.
That's crazy.
It's everything, bro. I promise you.
That's crazy.
I'm about to say, this nigga sound like me singing in the fucking shower or some shit.
He was good? Like, he...
Oh, yeah, no, it was horrible, but it was...
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's funny as fuck, but, he was so into the motherfucker.
Yeah.
He don't care, man.
Yeah, it be like that, though. Sometimes, like, whether you can or can't, you just got to do it just because, I mean, just put your feelings into it. Put everything into it. Somebody gonna feel it. Somebody gonna feel it.
I'm about to say, so let me know, it's New Year. Today is New Year, so we got, oh, man, 2020's upon us. Yeah. So what's 2020 looking for? You dropping an EP, album, like what we doing?
All right, so
matter of fact, I want to ask you something because like, did you do any live events recently or some shit?
Any what?
Live events anywhere.
Live? No, I haven't done any live events in a little bit.
Okay.
All 2019, I think.
Okay. No, because I was like, I thought I saw your face the other week because like I have another friend out in Virginia Beach, Danny, and she's an artist as well. Mm-hmm. She did a excuse me, they had like a VA invasion event out in Jersey, and she did like a vlog. And I thought I saw it. I don't know why I thought I saw you.
Virginia Beach?
No, it was out in Jersey. Yeah, they traveled to Jersey for the event because it was like all Virginia artists. They all went to invade New Jersey and perform out there. And I thought I saw you. I was like, wait, oh shit, he in Jersey?
So after looking like me, man, I'm not doing good enough. Nah, I haven't done any live events I think all 2019. I just, like I said, I've been working, preparing myself for 2020.
Okay.
So, and that's where we are right now. So I started off with Vulnerable, and that's gonna lead me right into 2020, and I got like a bunch of stuff coming. For 2020, I think in the beginning of 2019, I started this series called Sapphire. Mm-hmm. And basically Sapphire was, like I said, I'm big on the whole heartbreak stories, love stories, blah, blah, blah. So I decided to put them all into like a little series called Sapphire, where I basically just kind of, it's just storytelling.
Okay.
Whatever, talking about relationships and stuff like that. That's what I'm actually getting ready to put out in 2020, Sapphire 2, mm-hmm. which is going to talk about the last relationship I was in and stuff like that. Basically, it's going to have a lot of vibes and emotions in it. Okay. Trust me, I think it's going to be like the best thing I've ever done yet.
Okay. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. And then, like I said, I'm neutral in this bullshit. Whatever WRLD you have going on, bro, because you have a good vibe. You have a good aura about you, man. Like real shit, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why you bugging. I'm sorry, but
I was trying to. I just feel like
I don't know what grinds his gears.
He probably just gotta sit down and really like
take
a look at my like whole like everything that's going on, because I feel like
y'all gotta meet up one day or some shit.
We gotta meet up. Yeah. I think we met like the first time we ever met was at Cashmere Studio, Cashmere Camp.
Yeah, Blueface. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we met there, and then it was kind of like. There was no tension or nothing like that. Yeah. It was, I got introduced to him, he got introduced to me, and we was fucking with each other's sound at the time. Yeah. I think that's when I dropped the Child's Play mixtape. When, I had I forgot the songs that's on it, that's crazy. But I had dropped My Playground 2, and the intro with the John Bellion on the beat, all that crazy stuff that was going on. Mm-hmm. He said he was really fucking with it, and then he was doing that stuff that he was doing, and I was fucking with it too, so... I don't know. I feel like he probably just got to sit down and like just I don't know. I'm down to link whenever you want to.
Yeah, I'm about to say he must be in his feelings. I don't know. He been in his feelings ever since summer 19. Who knows, man?
For real?
Yeah, probably. Not just
Oh, I'm about to say. I was like, oh man, I did that.
But no, we all have our moments. He's having his. But who else? Is there anybody else locally you want to try to, collab with, work with?
Man, there's a lot of people because I'm always finding out about new people, and usually Culpeper. Matter of fact, in the world nowadays, every other day not even every other day, every 5 minutes is a new rapper. Somebody got in front of a microphone, said some bullshit, and now they think they the next upcoming rapper, and that shit probably be the most annoying thing ever because there's no artist development, no nothing. You just put out something random as hell and think you know what I'm saying? Like, you just think you like the best rapper in the world or something like that, and everybody need to look at you. That's probably the most annoying. But as far as Culpeper goes, we going through the same thing. Everybody nowadays get in the studio and now they feel like they the next rapper out of Culpeper. But as far as local spotlight goes, there's actually a lot of people doing stuff like behind the scenes, and Nick, you know who Nick D is?
Name sounds familiar.
Nick D. He and Culpeper, he doing a lot of crazy. He doing a lot of things that I was convinced you couldn't get done being in Culpeper.
Okay, so like what you mean
if you go to his Instagram, you can see he's really doing shit. Like he really grew a following quick. I don't want to say quick, but when I got onto him, it was a little bit. You could see his everybody was pretty much active. Like he had a following that was really fucking with him. Okay. And then from fast forward some months later, And now he had, I think, like 20,000 followers, all active. He doing shows and they selling out. You know what I'm saying? Like in Culpeper, like or like around. I think he just went out to Charlottesville and just like opened up for Wasi, and that almost sold out too. Like he doing a lot of crazy stuff. His Spotify number is crazy. Everything he's doing is crazy. And I'm like,
I gotta peep him out. I gotta check him out definitely.
Yeah, he really like it was when he popped up. It like remotivated me because I was like started like, you know what I'm saying? I was convinced like, I need to get out of Culpeper because I can't do nothing here. But then he just reminded me like, nigga, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like just put your mind to it and work towards it and you're gonna get it done. Man. And then
I'm about to say always keep that mentality though, for real, man. Because I remember when I first started doing beats and shit, like motherfucker was always telling me like, yo, you gotta move to New York or go to Atlanta, California, some shit. Like
everybody always telling me like, go to Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Like, nah, nigga, like just do it for you. Do it how everybody's doing it. Just do it for where you from, dog. Like
when the internet, when social media took over, I feel like they got rid of that whole traveling thing. Like, you gotta go to Houston for like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's you on social media. Everybody on social media, you can network with whoever. You can network with some producers out in Houston. And you know what I'm saying? When they do the promoting, that's still like you being out there. So I mean, you don't really gotta do as much traveling. Just target marketing. That's all it is now. Just do whatever you can. It's social media, you can do whatever you want now. You worldwide now. Once you made that like Instagram account, you worldwide. Once you made that Twitter account, you worldwide. Facebook, you worldwide. So like, get that. Oh, I'm local, so I can't do nothing. I'm like, like I'll never say I'm a local artist. I just happen to be an artist that's local. Yeah. So I mean, because even when I look at my following, every time I check the analytics, I think I said that right. My following's not even in Culpeper for real. Like I have like listeners everywhere but Culpeper. I think it's like the smallest like following. So that's why I'm like, it's just whatever is whatever. So
I say, it's even more cooler when somebody would either DM you or email you or some shit. Be like, yo, like you got motherfuckers that fuck with you out in England and Brazil and all that shit, man. Yeah, that was like the crazy.
Yeah, that's like the craziest thing. I think what really when X passed, I sat down. I had a project that was going to come together. It was going to be called Ruby. And I had a few songs that was on it. And it was just trying to, like, me showing, like, versatility. It was going to be, like, more of, like, a rock type of genre. And when X passed, like, so unexpectedly, I just took a lot of the songs because, I mean, you could hear a lot of X influence stuff in there. But, I mean, I listen to, like, other artists, too, that kind of influenced it, too. But, I took basically a few songs out of Ruby and then I made a couple like, R.I.P. songs for X. I just took a few songs and just changed them up and just dedicated all to him. And I dropped that. And when I dropped that, it got like, it picked up like mad quick. And that's how I feel like that's like where my following kind of just appeared up like from out of nowhere. Spotify, Spin Real, stuff like that. Cause basically like the X fan base kind of like, or like part of it just kind of popped up and was like, hey, we really appreciate you for doing this type stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was getting like love from France. I was getting like, Italy, UK. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So I'm like, this, I was like, yo, this don't even make sense. Cause it was like me stepping out of that whole like local perception. It was like me just realizing like, wow, like I got like 40 listeners in Japan. Right, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, so I mean, it just took me a little bit, to really understand how all of that worked. But I think that's when I first realized how much that stuff works. But hell yeah, man. I mean, RIP-X though, that he helped me out a lot though. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm actually glad I did that.
Shit, he was the voice of your generation and shit, man. Yeah, definitely.
The first 1998 legend.
him and people, honestly.
Yeah.
Shit, RIP both those guys, man, for real. Yeah, and Mac.
Tragedy.
That's my man, Mac Miller, right there, man.
Yeah.
That was my hero.
Mac Miller, man. I remember them days, man. Freshman in high school, middle school, stuff like that. Yeah, that's...
I'm about to say, so we said 2020, Sapphire 2's coming. Mm-hmm. It's on fire. I already know this shit. But like, you gonna start like a label, like you got a team or some shit?
Okay,
what's going on with 2020? What's next for 2020 besides the projects?
If you don't, like, for those who don't know me, I have a team, Childish Music. I love it. That's been a team that I've been like working on and trying to like build up for like the longest since my Playground dropped, and I realized I always had like a childish aura to me, right? Okay. I'm like a little kid.
Maybe we all are.
Yeah, I'm like a little, like, I mean, people say I look like intimidating and blah blah blah. Like, to be honest, I'm like as childish as it gets.
Exactly. Yeah. Once you meet me, I'm a big ass kid.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still the same video game playing, Pokemon playing, whatever, watching anime, cartoons. You know what I'm saying? I reference a lot of that stuff in my music too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like goofy personality. I ain't really act like.
Yo, I gotta ask, what's your favorite anime?
And I'm gonna say Naruto because I'm mainstream.
Ah!
Naruto. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that. Just cause.
Man, I can't say. I fuck with Naruto too. So.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people ask. They waiting for me to say like Sword Art Online or Attack on Titans or you know what I'm saying, like Fairy Tail. But I'm like.
I like. I like One Punch Man and.
Same time. Yeah.
Yeah, I like One Punch Man. Of course, you know my classic DBZs and shit. Gundam and all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I will forever watch Cowboy Bebop. That's forever my shit. And Fist of the North Star, man. Classic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, classic. Old school, man. You gotta have love for the OGs.
I'm gonna say, you know, every summer I would live in a summer house with 10 of my female cousins, so I was stuck watching Sailor Moon and shit. I hate Sailor Moon with a passion, dog.
My sister watches that, man.
I hate it with a passion, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the Sailor Moon fans out there. I can't fuck with y'all, man. Nah, man. They ruined it for me, man. Mm-hmm. They ruined the experience.
Yeah, when you gotta sit down and watch them over and over again, it just kind of dries it out. My sister can sit there and watch the same. She probably rewatched the whole Dragon Ball and Naruto series about like 20 times in like a year, and then what else? Inuyasha. She's stuck on that too. I had love for Inuyasha, but then every time I come downstairs to my living room and that's what she watching, I'm just like, all right. One Piece. I love One Piece too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes.
I can't believe I forgot that. Yeah.
Yes. That's definitely. Oh my god. Yes, man. I be on all that shit, dog. I say shit. Probably later on tonight, I'm gonna watch something. I might watch Boondocks, honestly.
Yeah, I
might watch Boondocks in a minute.
I mean, it's Saturday. Boruto probably just came out. I'm probably gonna sit down and watch that. I don't like the anime's taking too long, but the manga is actually fire. You read the manga?
I do here and there.
You need to catch up on the manga if you haven't.
I'm about to say it just depends who. Cause ain't nobody really turn me on to that shit.
Boruto, if you read the manga.
I need a good book, a good like title.
Yeah. Okay.
You got one for me?
Right now, I ain't gonna. I don't really have as much time to like really sit down and do as much as I used to. But as far as I know, Boruto's really where my head's at right now.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Nah, respect. That's what's up, man. But up, man. I'm gonna say, man, I appreciate you coming on the show one time, man. Mm-hmm. Reaching out to me.
Yeah.
Cause it was like the blue too. I was like, oh, okay, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's get this done.
Cause like we've had so many people. We've had people lined up to come on the show, but as close as we got to by the time we got to start the film, the day of recording the shit, they were fake on us, and we would never hear from this shit.
That's literally like, man, you talk to anybody about doing anything, and they down to do it until it's the day to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you need someone for music videos, and then like you got the videographer and everything set up, and now everybody that's supposed to be there don't show up. You had like, Instagram models that's supposed to show out, they don't show out. You ready to do a track with somebody, book a studio session, and all of a sudden something came up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always some BS, man. Nobody ever come through when you need them, man. It's just they just there to say, yeah, I'm the thing.
I can't fuck with that. They don't appreciate the grind.
Yeah, they don't appreciate the grind. They just talk about the grind. That's it.
They want to be there when you shine, but they don't want to be there when you grind.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. But I say, fuck it, it is what it is, man. But look, turn this camera right here, plug in your social medias, all your music.
Yeah, Kidday FX at Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. If you type in Kidday FX, my name gonna pop up, except for Snapchat, it's just Kidday with 4 Ys. But yeah, Kidday FX, Kidday FX. You know what I mean? Shout out Launcher, that's my dude, that's my main man, Childish Music. Shout out Ty, same thing, BABG, Childish Music out of Detroit. OZ, that's my dude too.
Big up to OZ. Big up to the plug right there.
Word. My dude C4, he doing a lot of shit out on Culpeper too now. He just started dabbling with music. He been making a lot of crazy shit. My dude Nah, I just started working with him more. We got some shit coming. But yeah, I'm fucking with the movement though, for real.
Alright, what's up, man? Yo, man, like, hey man, I wish you nothing but the best, bro, for real.
Word. Vulnerable out now, Spotify, all platforms, man. Just go check it out. Kidday Vulnerable. Check it out.
Exactly.
Meets video out now since, you know what I'm saying? Like, shot by Ben 10, Ben 10 4K. He actually a video. He doing a lot of crazy things. Shout out to Alan Mike. That's my dude too. That's my dude too. He don't know. He don't know, but he showed me a lot of crazy stuff without showing me a lot of crazy stuff. Like, he also is one of the reasons I'm going as hard as I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? He kind of gave me that fresh start.
Yeah.
Last year when I found out about him in Culpeper, I was like, yeah, everything good.
That's all
good.
it is, man. But like I said, man, listen, man. We want to wish everybody a safe New Year's, man. Whatever you're gonna do, man, please be safe. You know, this crook is, remember, it's your platform, your show, Stupid Radio. Out.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.